everyone. My name is Albert with Intellipowered. Today we're going to show you a quick demo on how to install your DVD player, cable box, satellite box with your new flat panel TVs. Very simple. We already have our TV installed. As you can see, we have the DVD player, which is a Blue Ray player, and then we have a Verizon cable box. We have a few cables, the remotes, the necessary cables that you're actually going to need as far as video. We're going to be two HDMI cables, so we can actually get full high definition for our cable box and get 1080p resolution from our DVD player to our TV, so we can enjoy those awesome movies that we have now. First, what we want to do is pick out how you actually want to locate your components. Very simple. You never want to stack your components on top of each other because they produce a lot of heat. What we want to do is place our DVD player, we do it sideways, and get our cable box and place this sideways so we can actually access all our connections towards the back of the actual components. And what we want to do next, we want to get our cables, get our first HDMI cable, and what we want to do is connect it to our component on the HDMI port, which will be labeled on all your components: DVD player, satellite box, cable box. We want to get our other HDMI cable and just unwrap it. We actually don't have them in packages right now. We took them out of the packages. So what we're going to do is also get this HDMI cable and connect it to the cable box. The cable box also has a port on here that also says HDMI. We do that. Once we have those two connected, we want to provide power for those. Each one will have their own power supply that's provided by the manufacturer. What we're going to do here is take all these out, untangle it, and we'll locate our power cord connection on the back of that. Get the one for the DVD player and do the same. You always want to make sure that you connect everything correctly, everything goes in the right ports. As you can tell, we have all four cables connected. And what we're going to do next is route all our cables through the opening of this actual TV stand. So what we need to do is grab them all together. That way we have them all in one bunch. Let's move our remotes out of the way, and we'll move these out of, push the DVD player so we can access the actual cable itself. And what we'll do is, once we have them all together, we'll end up actually routing one by one, so make it a little bit easier. We'll run it to this. Takes a little bit of time, but very simple. Run our power cord for cable box, Verizon cable box, and then next is route other power a little slowly. It'd probably be easier if you had an assistant, like a buddy of yours or a friend or your kids, to help you pretty much route some cables through the actual cabinet itself. Just to make it a little bit easier for you. We have HDMI cable for the DVD player, and then we have the last cable. We have the HDMI cable for the cable box. And once we have that done, we can actually go ahead and turn all these around. So we've got our DVD player, turned around. And then we can go ahead and turn around our cable box. We also want to, before we do that, we actually need to connect our cable line from the wall that was provided by our local cable company. So I'm going to actually go behind the cabinet. Once we actually feed that cable through, we'll grab it, and what you'll do is put it on the BIOS in connection. We'll say cable in, or this one will actually say BIOS TV in, over live feed so we can get cable. Now once we're done with that, we can turn this around. There we go. Neatly route your cables so you don't have a jumble of wires. Next thing is we have our Samsung TV. What we're going to do, we can tilt this sideways. And be careful so you don't scratch your entertainment center. So what we have here is, we have that turned sideways. The next thing to do is go behind our cabinet and get our two HDMI cables, one that's for your DVD player, the other one that's for your cable box. Let's connect those. This will also have the connections labeled HDMI 1, HDMI 2, depending on the type of TV that you have. It really doesn't matter where you connect it. A lot of new TVs now, like Samsung's, they'll detect connection on them, so you don't have to usually cycle through every single one of them. It only utilizes the one. So let's say this one has HDMI 1 and 2. So we connect both of those. Pretty simple. Once you're done with that, we can push our TV back. This one's a smaller TV, so it's a little bit easier to get to. If you can, if it's a bigger size TV, you always want to get some help, so you kind of slide it sideways and it can help you out, give you a little bit of assistance. But since we have a small TV, it's a little more simple. One more thing, we just have to connect the power to these components since everything is actually connected. Once it's done with that, we always want to also make sure that we use a surge protector. Surge protectors will pretty much protect your equipment as far as lightning strikes, power surges that occur throughout your home or apartment that you live in. Highly recommended. The Intellipowered actually offers, we offer a variety of surge protectors for our equipment. It just varies on what type of equipment that you have. We offer from a range of Monster, Panamax, and Ultra Power. Well, now that that's done, what we can go ahead and do is power up our components, make sure we get power, and then connect our, turn on our DVD player. The only one we're not getting power to right now is our cable box. It's actually booting up, so we might want to give it a second because it's an actual DVR. What we can go ahead and do now is actually turn on our TV. Give the actual cable box a little bit more time. Now let's actually check behind it, see what's going on. We actually didn't have any power. There we go. Let's hit power again. It's booting up. As you can tell, we have our Blue Ray actually started up. That means that our connectivity was good between the Blu Ray player and the TV. Now if we want to, there's actually a movie in there already. We can actually grab as we wait till the cable box boots up. As you can navigate, you can tell. You can hit enter, and it'll pick up. As we all know, the HDMI cable will provide sound and picture, so you don't have to have a bunch of cables connected to your TV and your DVD player. So the HDMI makes it a lot easier. Now that we actually are having the cable box booting up, we can go ahead and change the source on the TV. So what we can do is change the input on the TV. Right now we're actually using the Fios box. It was already pre-programmed for this TV. These are also very simple to program, that way you don't have to have 3 remotes. So this will make it a lot easier. As you can tell, we have a Verizon signal telling us. It says press menu to watch Fios TV. We can get our Fios remote, hit menu, and it's booting up. It's already up. So what we can do is, we get sound, picture, same thing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, everything pretty much is all functional. Everything works great. If any questions or anything that come up as far as connecting your equipment or connecting your actual other equipment that you would actually own, you can actually visit us on our website, www.intellipowered.com, or you can reach us throughout our contact information on our website. We do offer troubleshootings. We do offer very simple link connections like this. And we do a little bit more advanced connections as well, as far as having your surround sound system installed, wires ran, no wires shown, mounting your TV on the wall. Pretty soon we're actually going to have a new how-to of how to actually install your surround sound receiver that you already have at home. If anybody has any other questions, you know where